when we were on the little bicycle, what do they call it? Pedicab. When we're on the back of the pedicab, I'm going, let's go Pats! Let's go Pats! The guy driving the pedicab thought I was saying, let's go fast! And so he was like, I'm going as fast as I can.
He goes, I'm trying.
He goes, I'm trying. I'm giving it my all. Hi guys, welcome back into Disgraceful. Into why not? Let's just start it off with a big bang. We're doing a solo episode again. Last time I did a solo episode, my brain was dumb mushbag, and now I feel cognitive. So we're back. We're booling. Where are we? Oh, we're in my apartment. My apartment that I've lived in for 2 years. Got a beautiful view of Miss Girl back there. We address the Empire State Building as a lady, and at the end of the night, she dances for us. And what does that mean? Well, it just means she does flashing colors to say goodnight, everybody. It's time to go home. If the Empire State Building is not on, that means you're making troublesome decisions. That's what I've learned in my 5 years of living in New York. If the lights aren't on, neither are yours. It's time to go home. But I never know when to go home, truly. Except for right now. That's where we are. And you know what? I got to give props to Nora. Nora's here behind camera.
What up, y'all?
Nora set all of this up. Even when I worked at Barstool and I was a producer, I couldn't figure out how to do that. I could edit. I could come up with ideas. But when it came to setting up cameras, big dumb moron. So snaps for Nora. Snaps all around. I don't know if you guys saw it. So did I mention I haven't ever decorated my apartment until now, 2 years after moving in? And it's just this corner. If you look at the rest of my house, bare walls, absolutely nothing. So this looks like I've got style and grace, but absolutely not. I'd like you to look, if you're on YouTube or if you're not, switch on over. They're really making me push the YouTube shit. I'm not supposed to swear in the first 5 minutes. We're gonna lose all the. Who gives a hell? A hell and fuck. Yeah, screw you. Anywho, we're gonna direct our eyes over here. Now, this is one of my favorite ideas I've ever came up with. This is my list of all my favorite places I've done stand-up at. Starting at Massachusetts, of course. I don't know. Can you see Mass? Can you see Mass? Oh, all right, sure. Okay, so starting at Massachusetts, then down to New York, California, Illinois. Illinois? Why Illinois? Chicago. Pennsylvania, that's a weird one. Philly! And then Hawaii. So that's my favorite. If I didn't mention your city. It's because we just didn't have enough time, okay? And it's not that we didn't have enough time. We just didn't have enough wall, okay? I don't know. I'm proud of that. That means something to me. The rest of this shit, knick-knacky weirdos. Actually, that's my beautiful picture with my beautiful mother. She gave it to me for Christmas one year. She said the best day of her life, ever, which is crazy because, she gave birth to 4 girls, beautiful, and there was a marriage in there somewhere. And it's our picture. We've got John Krasinski. We've got Ben Affleck's brother Casey. We've got Stanley Tucci. We've got Matt Damon. Saw them outside of a restaurant one time, and well, I don't know if I've ever told this story, but I think on the other part I did. But we left this restaurant called Chinese Tuxedo. If you're ever in New York, great spot. People say it's cliche. I love it. We're probably going to go there. Mom's coming tomorrow. I think she's already got a reservation. Here's my mom's thing. My mom will just call us out of the blue and be like, guess who's coming? Santa next year? She's like, no. I got a train ticket. Can you believe? $15 round trip. I'm like, that sounds made up. You can just say you wanted to come through and that's all good. But she'll do like a little surprise visit here and there. And we were walking out of that restaurant and I saw them. I saw them out of the corner of my eye and I tried to keep walking. But she saw them and she lost her shit. And I kept walking and she stopped right in her tracks and she couldn't get over it. She's like, since I kept walking, she was calling down to me. She was going, Grace O'Malley from Barstool.
As if they would know what Barstool is.
As if they would be like, oh, yo, Viva?
We gotta turn around.
We got her. and she called me over and I was like, hey guys, I'm sorry. I know you guys are just trying to, go home. And my mom was talking. She's telling the worst thing you could do to someone who's a little bit older. She's telling Stanley Tucci, oh, Stanley, my mother loves you. My mother absolutely adores you. He goes, oh, is that right? And then she's going on and on. And he's like, do you want a picture? I was like, yeah, that would be perfect. And I went to go take it for them. And she's like, no, Grace, get the hell in here. This is Boston's finest. It's one of my favorite stories of all time. Speaking of stories, we've got stories galore. I have been on a generational run as of the last couple of weeks here. It started with... I left Canada after you saw my whatever the hell that episode was. I don't know what the hell that shit was at all. It was I don't even know how they clipped that together to even make half of a sentence.
The last 5 minutes of it is also just 4 squares of different footage.
That's actually some of my best work, though.
Awesome.
And we couldn't even use the clips. We had to use GIFs. And then I acted out 5 minutes of that was me with just I'm so exhausted and I'm trying to even think of the plot of Back to the Future.
You're also zoned out the entire. You're looking at the ground. You're not even looking at me or the camera. You're just looking behind me, just going, "Oh, yeah. Marty, no!"
Literally, my eyes are glazed over. I've got like Auntie Mary eyes. Like I did just go cross, and I just. I don't know. I lost myself in that, but I'm back. I'm back and I'm better. Now, after that, on Thursday, we got invited to go to, listen to this mashup, Boiler Room X, The Dare X, Industry X, HBO. And that was fucking, it was a blast. Now, it was funny to be at a Boiler Room set. I don't think I've ever been to like a proper Boiler Room set. I was just in Mexico for New Year's Eve, and there was a bunch of posters all over Oaxaca City. Oaxaca. I think I said that right.
Oaxaca.
And it said bathroom, boiler bathroom. And I took a picture of it, and I went to go show my friends, and they had all also taken a picture of it. They're like, all right, well, we have to go. And we all went that night, and it was literally just a bunch of people packed into a bathroom with one DJ set. You couldn't even get in. And it also felt like we were like crashing I don't know, like a college party. We ended up just smoking cigarettes on the patio. But that was the closest thing I've ever been to a Boiler Room set. But I've been to like, a lot of the times the Boiler Room it's dark. It's dark. I don't want to fuck this up. The EDM community gets so mad. I got canceled for hating Chris Lake once. And then I met his manager and he said, what the fuck was that all about? And I was like, hey man, at least they were a good sport about it. You know what I mean? Anyways, but funny seeing you here. But anyways, we went to the Boiler Room. It's a little dark. Nora's never really been to like a Bang Bang Boom Boom like that.
Not really.
I mean, you went to Barry Can't Swim.
John Summit
can go darkish, but not as dark as what was going on.
Not really.
I mean, this is the big thing that everybody who comes to visit New York, they're like, where are the songs with the words? I don't understand. Like, I would like some words, please. And Nora said it at one point. I was like, no.
No, I didn't.
You did. You said
when?
You said there's no words, are there? I'm like, there's absolutely no words.
Oh yeah.
Because they were all like hyping up for the dare.
Yeah,
and that's kind of like the idea of it.
That makes sense.
And so we went to that. It was interesting to how do I say this lightly? Not be on any drugs at something like that. We were just literally. I'm like, open bar, take advantage of it. And then once open bar was over, the line had calmed down. And we were just running back and forth going to get drinks.
Yeah.
And we met the kid. What do you do for a living?
Oh yeah. No, what makes you confident?
Oh, what makes you confident? So what are you doing? What do you do for a living? And what makes you confident, guys? Very different people. Very different people. I met the what do you do for a living? Backstage at a dumbass concert once, and he literally said, "Hey, what's up? I've seen you around. Wait, what do you do for a living?" I was like, don't fucking do this to me. Are you really doing this right now? He goes, that's what's up. I'm like, no, dude, seriously? He literally verbatim did it, and I watched him do it to like 2 more people.
Oh my God.
Literally hilarious.
It's probably like it is the best icebreaker, but not that.
You can't literally be on a script on and off camera.
Yeah, but like also just in general, being like you're from LA, just like immediately saying, "What do you do for a living?"
Oh my God, yeah, it's all brutal. But yeah, it was decent enough. But this other kid, he was he was cracking me up. Him and his buddies were blasting off a little harder than we were. I think.
Yeah, those guys are having fun.
Yes. Jesus. Anyways, they had a bunch of DJs come out. There was some of the cast from industry was there. It was like a whole to do. The event started at 6, ended at 1. And there was like, you got to see that like there was a screening. There was a caviar bumps at 3 or caviar bumps at 7. And then the open bar will open up and then you're in a warehouse. And it was like the whole thing. We only made it to the warehouse part. We missed the caviar. But we were there. It was good because the line was wrapped around the block. Like there was so many people on like the wait list to get into this thing. And not to flex, but we got right in. And there was just like, it was enough room to breathe though. Usually those things are like you pack like sardines. Everybody and their mother wanted to be on stage. You've seen a boiler room. Like everybody packs onto that thing because you know you're gonna be you're gonna be written in history when you're up there. Because you ever see any boiler room ever? It's always like one guy in the back going absolutely bonkers, and it's like legendary every time. There was one girl, she had earmuffs, she had it going on. I remember. Do you remember her?
Oh, she was dancing. She was dancing.
She was having a blast. There's always like one superstar in the back of a boiler room.
It was awesome.
Right before the dare went up, there was like this one space where everyone had to come in and come out, and the dare was walking onto stage. I look at him. I go, "What's up, man? Have a blast tonight." He was like, "Hey, thanks, dude." And I was like, "That was a pretty cool interaction." I usually don't have good interactions with people ever. It's usually just me like panicking, being like, "My breath smells." Anyways, hi, how are you? But I said that. I was like, "Have fun tonight." He was like, "Thanks, dude." And then immediately in front of us, me and the dare, and Noni, a girl passed out. And she didn't just pass out. Like her eyes were rolling in the back of her head. It was scary.
That was the scariest pass out I've ever seen.
I've never like it looked like an OD if I'm gonna be OG about that. If I'm
an OD if I'm OG.
Dude, she was literally OD.
She was I've never seen someone like I've seen someone limp like forward, never fully backwards over someone's arms, eyes rolled back to the head, white.
Dude, I know. It was like really scary.
Like I hope that she's okay.
And then he just had to go on stage from that. And it was like, all right, I guess we're all just going to forget that girl died. I think she made it out all right. I really hope so. If I was a prayer, I would have prayed for her. The next day, my dream came true. My dream, my hope, my wish, my love. I was the recipient of a Fred Again ticket. And I couldn't even believe it. For weeks upon weeks, was bothering any person I could to try to get tickets to Fred Again because I tried to get them at pre-sale, didn't work. The last time he was in town, it was a whole to-do. Me and Nora like ran to the place where we thought it was going to be at. It was like a bunch of people there. It was a lottery to get the ticket, and we never made it in. Fred Again, I'm a groupie to the day I die. I mean, his music is everything to me. Not to sound like a goofy goofball, but I eat him up breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like there's no time of the day that Fred Again does not work for me. If you're wondering, hey, what are you listening to? Fred Again. Like that. What do you do for a living? Listen to Fred Again. That's kind of what makes you confident. Fred Again. It's kind of how I feel. And the last time when we didn't get in, it was because I was like, I don't want to ask any favors of anyone. I just want to try to get these tickets, like, you know, like the good old fashioned way. Well, this time, fuck all that shit. If you have a connection and you're not making those dots connect, then you're a dumbass bitch. You want something, you got to go and get it. And you got to ask a favor. And sometimes when you ask a favor, you have to swallow your pride. I tried not to swallow my pride for this favor. I just kind of, I asked around quite a bit of if anyone knew anything about how I could get this ticket. And then finally, my manager, she was like, "Oh, well, you know, we represent him." I was like, "Dude, what? Dude, Ellie, when the hell were you going to tell me you represent Fred again? That is crazy to me. And so then I guess she was trying to get in touch with his manager. And finally, the manager had sent a link for me to buy 2 tickets. And so I bought those 2 tickets right away, super stoked. And me and my 2 buddies, who we all 3 of us, we adore Fred again. It makes us hug, cry, laugh, scream, and hug some more. And we got to go to Fred again for his big run. It was the USB tour. The coolest thing, if you don't know Fred again, the coolest thing he just did was he did a bunch of stops on a tour, and at each stop he released a song out of the new album. He brought like guest stars to guest B2Bs for each one, and then he did a residency in New York because he felt bad because like we're always like, come on Fred, I want you to see me, Fred, I'm here. And he did a residency in New York, and it was the last weekend, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna get this, and I got him, and I was so grateful. But unfortunately that day I woke up so hungover, and so that was a late start for me. But we were able to get a little pregame in, and let's just say we had a goddamn blast. I mean, it was one of those nights where we did get in at 7 a.m. We were bopping around. We went to Fred again, and then Fred again had posted that this bar in Queens, that's where it was, in Queens, and this bar in Queens had been hosting like the pregame. So I was like, oh, we'll go there for the postgame. He'll probably get a beer after the show or something, little Guinness action. And we were there, and we're like, yeah, it's like us and like 4 or 5 other groups probably had the same idea, and we're like, all right, so this is probably not where he's gonna be. And then our buddy took us to another place. See, these are the places I need to know about, the places that don't close. I love a place that doesn't close. Oh my god, I love a place that doesn't close. This place, everyone was having a blast, everyone was on the same page. And then someone left. And when we saw someone leave, the door opened. And we saw the sun. And it was bright. It was a bright sun. It was the kind of sun that wakes you up in the morning and you go, oh. Birds are chirping twiddly-dee. The sun was shining bright. And I'll tell you what, when we saw that sun, we tried to ignore it. But then one of my friends, he goes, I think we have to go. I said, yeah, I think we have to go. And we all got in the car, and I accidentally called a girl I know and left her a voice message for about a minute and a half on the ride home. And she texted me. She goes, oh my god, you guys have fun the other night? We're like, yeah, why? I haven't talked to her in a while. And she goes, oh, because you left me a voicemail. God forbid. I'm out here in Brooklyn going absolutely crazy. Listen to this. We got a guy hostage right now. Things are getting a little weird. What? I was like, oh fuck. That's like my biggest nightmare. Leave a voicemail to someone and I don't know what I say. Oh my god, that'll shut you out. And then she said, no, it was so cute. You guys were talking about how much of a good night you guys had and how much you guys wish you could do it more and more. And I was like, oh, wait, that's actually adorable. Send it to me. And we listened to it, and it was like, dude, I just had so much fun tonight. And my other 2 friends were like, dude, I love you guys. And it was actually like the most adorable voicemail of all time. But what wasn't adorable is I got in at like 7:30 in the morning, and I had a flight. I had a flight at 3 p.m. A flight I did not pack for. A flight I didn't even really anticipate until right before I was about to go to Fred again. They were like, all right, you're good. You're going to be doing this thing. And I was like, oh, okay, we're going to be doing this thing. All right, then. I'll figure that out right exactly when I have to. I tried to sleep for as much as I could, and then it was time for the flight, and I was like, time to pack. And I just threw a bunch of bullshit into a suitcase. Into 2 suitcases. I don't even think I brought pants. I think I brought 2 pairs of pants. Thank God for the thing that I did, which very excited for you guys to see. I'm going to try and figure out what I can say about it. But thank fucking God that the thing I did had a stylist. Now, was it the best thing in the world for when I landed and I had to go immediately to the stylist? coming down from a Fred again night. I wouldn't wish that on my fucking worst enemy, especially someone who doesn't like putting on clothes. You know, I don't even change if I go to the mall or any store. I will just buy it and hope it fits, because I will not go through what I went through middle school, high school, going into a fucking changing room and just crying and being so hot and then having to poop. I won't do that. I won't put myself through that. But when you have to, you have to. So I got on that flight. I'm fucking cross-eyed, fucking feeling like a loser. I'm fucking, oh my God. I slept the whole flight. Thank God. Caught up on a little sleep. And when I got there, it was time to do dress up. This is my thing. I walked into this room. There's so many cool clothes, and it was like the coolest thing ever. Like all these cool clothes, and it was literally like my little kid dream, but it's actually a nightmare because none of these clothes fit me. So it's like not fun. It's not fun to like be like, oh my God, that's so cute. Yeah. Put on pants, button goes across the room. That shit's not fun, man. And it broke me. It broke me. I just met these people. They were awesome. They rocked. I would love to work with them again because they were so like kind to me about how things fit, and like they got the vibe. Like I was trying to be so good about it because you don't like I was so like stressed out that like there was everything in me wanted to be a fucking bitch about it, but you can't be a bitch. Like no one wants to work with a bitch. But it's a bitch to my own self. I'm bitching to my own self in my head and screaming, and I just started crying. Instead of bitching, I just started crying. I'm crying, and they've got like 2 racks closed in so no one can see me change. And I'm sure they heard me sniffling. I'm in the between the 2 racks changing. I'm going, yeah, I love it. It's really pretty. And they were like, oh my God, okay, yeah, okay, perfect. Here's the other thing. We'll try to find some other stuff. No worries. We'll try to find some other stuff. And they did. They went out and got me like a bunch of like really cool outfits, and they like went the extra mile. It was like really sweet of them, and I love them so much for that. It was really nice.
That's nice, because you could have just not had any clothes.
I wasn't going to have any clothes. I mean, I was going to, and then also the other thing was I don't know how to do my hair and makeup like a pretty girl. Right now, I'm doing the curly hair girl thing where you think you can make a blowout last like everybody else. Nah, we're getting frizzy. I'm not saying I've had it for the same 2 weeks, this blowout, but I think they had hair and makeup. Shout out Danielle, shout out Jory. Met those girls. They were rock stars, hair and makeup. And yeah, we did like a fun little thing that'll come out soon. And that's about all I can say about that, I think. I don't think I can say much more. I will say that there were parts of me because of how much I've been going that weren't fully all the way like, yeah, let's do this. I'm fired up to do this, and we're gonna have a blast. Like there was a back of my head going, fuck this, man. This is gonna be fucking hell shit. Your brain's broken. But on the contrary, I've been trying to stay optimistic and keep like not such a negative attitude. And so, not that I'm like a negative person in general. It's just like 7 a.m. night, right to a flight, and then having to be yahoo on camera. Sometimes there's not enough Adderall in the world for that. But what ended up happening was it saved my life, because if I didn't go do that show, and then I had a blast on the show. Met a lot of people. Again, I want to tell you more. It's good. It's coming out. I think it's going to be on YouTube. It's nothing crazy, but it's definitely a blast. Definitely great production, and I think you guys are going to love it. But it saved my life because I think I would have just probably crashed for the 4 days that I was there if I didn't go. And then right after I did that, went right from Utah to San Francisco, baby. And I met Nora at the Super Bowl.
Heyo.
Hell yeah. Now, at the Super Bowl, I got invited to do a Doritos thing. You give that ad a little love. I'm not gonna beg, but here I am. I'm begging. Give that ad some love. Okay?
I just found out that they didn't do a Super Bowl commercial.
They didn't do a Super Bowl commercial. They just
Isn't that crazy?
They used Connor Connor and Dylan.
Yeah, they just did like social media instead of like using all their budget on an actual an actual TV commercial.
Well, as it turns out, all those Super Bowl ads sucked. Didn't see them. I was too busy being there. But it sucked my cock. So I'm just kidding.
I guess they were all AI.
Yeah, they were all. I guess it was AI gambling, and the world's gonna end. So, oh, and my fifth for that. I can't do a good. I wish I could do a good Tyson. Let me try.
Pigeons.
I was so obese. Everyone was calling me fat. I was eating cheesecakes. Cheesecake's real late at night.
Why is it fucking?
I love cheesecake. Cheesecake related at
I love
time.
cheesecake real late at night.
But yeah. So we went to the Super Bowl. I was literally so fired up that we had a phenomenal weekend at the Super Bowl. Literally blasted the hell off. Right when I got there, we met up with my buddy Justin Mancini. Shout out Justin. Justin's the one who, if you were ever listening, just moved to Florida. I don't know if you guys caught that. He just moved to Florida. He apologized. He was like, sorry, I just kind of moved to Florida. I didn't say shit. I was like, yeah, I get it, man. But happy to see you. He was also working there for the weekend, and we went bar hopping the first night. I introduced him to a Waymo. I love a Waymo. I know you're not supposed to love Waymo, but that's the way it go, Mo. Now, we went out that night. I think we took it pretty easy that first night, I'd say.
Yeah, we got in at like 1.
Yeah.
It was really, we just literally went to a bar and drank.
And since I pack so shit, I got a bunch of stuff on Fashion Nova. If you know me, everything I wear be Fashion Nova. And I wouldn't know we don't do fast fashion, but honey, I do fat fashion, and that's what they got. They got my size, okay? What are you gonna do?
Fat fashion.
Fast fashion, fat fashion. I mean, Fashion Nova with the jeans style. No, they're nice and loose for me. Now, I had to order a bunch of stuff to Fashion Nova. The weirdest thing I thought was this hotel was like, oh, yeah, we have your packages. $5 each package. I'm like, for what? Like, oh, just so you can receive your package. I was like, yeah, that clocks. Yeah, I love that idea. That's fucking rock on. Fucking loses. Yeah, but first night we took it easy. The second day we had to switch hotels. It was a whole gambit trying to get hotels for this weekend. And here's the thing: all the industry people, they were all in San Francisco. The game wasn't even in San Francisco. It was 45 minutes away in Santa Clara. I mean, that's where the real people were at, because we're walking around every day being like, where are the fun people? Oh, yeah, the fun people are where the game's at, you fucking morons. Yeah, duh. But there was a lot of cool stuff. There was a lot of activations. Just like different stuff going on throughout the week. I got invited to like all the parties that they have there, and I'm not gonna lie, I think I was picking the wrong ones. I don't know what I was doing.
It also is tricky because you have to talk to so many people to understand where everyone's going, and if you're not, like, you get so busy that you can't talk to everyone that like you don't know where everyone's going, so everyone just picks where they think is gonna be best.
Yeah, and I was doing eeny meeny miny mo. I love disco lines. Let's go. So we went to Shaq's Fun House. Did we do anything in the day?
That day we just explored.
We just explored.
There was circumcision protests.
Oh, there was all these fucking weirdos screaming about you're cutting babies' penises off about circumcision. I'm like, can we all just do some football for once? San Francisco's so weird, man. I mean, everywhere you turn, there's a new vibe. And like, that's like New York too, but I'm talking street to street. Like where we were staying, they had bodyguards who Nora thought that it was just like one guy waiting for an Uber, and with two guys next to him wearing bulletproof vests, and Nora was like, oh, that guy must be famous, he's got two bodyguards with bulletproof vests. No, it's just the security for the hotel. I mean,
and security all over the street. I've never seen anything like that ever.
And here's my thing, and I'm lucky in this sense. I'm not ever scared of where I am or what could possibly happen. I walk around like I have a dick. I really do. And I do understand that some people would be very afraid to be staying where we were staying. I mean, it was 24/7 bodies. I mean, I think we've. I mean, in that week, I think we might have seen 2 people die.
Yeah.
I mean, like it was the tally was just going up,
Which is awful.
No, it's terrible. No fucking shit. I don't know. See, I wasn't even gonna say that.
What?
I wasn't even gonna say that's terrible because yes, that's a given.
Yeah, no shit.
I don't know. I'm just on edge lately because everyone's out of their fucking minds.
Whoa.
They are though. I mean, I'm with every cause with everybody, but everyone is just out of their minds. I mean, the whole thing with the football. Like, I already got so fucking fired up about the football because why the fuck do you care if somebody is speaking a different language? Oh, because you're dumb. Oh, because you're a fucking jackass moron who can't fucking read.
You just said about the fucking football.
Yeah, the football game.
About the fucking football.
Yeah, the fucking football game. Everyone's losing their shit. Oh my god. Do you see the videos? Do you see the videos of the families that were watching the other
half inside, half
liquor version, and then half were inside, half were outside, but they were still watching Benito?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And they were like, yeah, they went out, and obviously they're going outside, not inside.
Yeah.
Like, the inside is staying put.
Yeah.
That's insane. I feel like if we still talked to the other half of our family, they would have done that.
Yeah, 100%.
And we would be on our phones watching it.
They would have shut off. I'm sure they did shut off the television.
Dude, I wish we had an extra camera there.
Well, and here's the other thing. I do think, at least speaking for the people in my family who definitely switched to a different halftime show.
Insane.
They're not even tech savvy. So they don't even know how to fucking put on the other one. You idiots. You have to go from big screen to boom boom Google camera on your phone, you dumbass. Don't get me fired up. Anyways, we were having fun. We went to Shaq's Funhouse. We saw Disco Lines. We ran into Chloe Bridges and Adam Devine, and we saw them last year at the Super Bowl. Yeah, we went twice. Last year we were Eagles fans.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm back to the Pats. I don't know if I've declared that, but I'm back. I'm never switching again. That was really fucked up. Never forget where you're from. It's like when people like try to lose their accent. I don't like that. So, anywho, we ran into them. We were like, oh my God, Super Bowl friends. I was like, oh my God, dude, I was fighting over there. What's up, guys? And
I completely forgot that you told them that you ripped ass in the corner.
Well, yeah, I don't know. This is what I'm talking about. Like, when I see people, I just word vomit and I don't think about what I'm saying, and it causes me for a little bit of an issue. But, well, what you want to know why I was fighting? Because we were at this is what I mean by we went to the wrong parties.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Yes, we went to Nora said it's Adele's husband's company. Clutch. We went to the Clutch party. Yeah, well, the only one I knew at Clutch was Cooch. Her husband, Isaac, that was the only person I know there. Because, want to know why? Because it was an athlete party. If we were like two 12, 13-year-old boys walking around that party, we would have been losing our minds. Because it was all current and ex-football players, which, I don't know.
We were saying it
I don't know.
We were saying it at the time. We were like, we feel so bad right now.
Yeah, like we shouldn't have been there. I don't like. Yeah. See, this is what I mean. Like, I was doing eeny, meeny, miny. Why did we go? But we took advantage. It was at a nice restaurant. There was a lot of hors d'oeuvres going around. I don't know how to say hors d'oeuvres.
There was a whole full food setup, and we were too scared to go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go buy a linebacker, a wide receiver, and a fucking quarterback to go get a piece of ham. I'm not.
If I went past a linebacker to go get like a sliced ham,
you know what they say to me?
They would have thought I was.
They would have said, "What's up, teammate?"
That's where I was going.
Let's go, coach.
They would have thought I was one of the long-haired blondes on the team.
Long-haired blondes.
There's a lot of long-haired blonde football players.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know that. So we were there, and we were kind of there as a pregame to go to Shaq's Funhouse, and we took advantage of the open bar 100%. We were throwing those back. I was pretty fucking wasted when I got there.
Yeah.
When we got to Shaq's Funhouse. Also, while we were there, we sat in a corner and we came up with a pilot. So when
we were like, and then.
Well, because so we came up with a pilot. It's incredible. And I'm never going to talk about it because when you talk about things, it's just like, just do it, Nike. And the football players told me that. And where we went to Shaq's Funhouse. So as soon as we got there, I'm thinking about this pilot in the back of my head. And I go and do the red carpet thing. I'm going to put the pictures in. Yeah, that's brutal. I actually kind of want to do a video with somebody who like, I want to do like a video with like a photographer and they can teach me how to pose because I do these things every carpet ever, which is like what, 4 in my life by accident even. Every time I have to get my picture taken, I am goofball central and they're like, and it's not even funny because like I'm going like, and they're like, okay, all right, now that is cool. Now I do it because I can't take anything serious. Like imagine me personally just going, that's not me, man. That's not me. But the red carpet thing is, and it was funny because I got to show Nora. You go through the red carpet, and there's only, if you're lucky, like one person who wants to either take your picture or interview you with the tiny microphones. So we're going through like the step and repeat, and Nora's recording me like following behind, and I go, "Yeah, watch this, absolutely nothing." And then someone called me over, and she goes, "Who are you most excited to see this weekend?" I go, "Matt and Ben."
Like as if
like we're on a first name basis.
Yeah.
I mean, another time I did that, and I said, I love Matt Affleck. I was just like combined the two names. I was like, I really love Ben Damon. Those are my guys.
Ben Damon.
And I really want to see Ben and Damon. Affleck and Damon. And she goes, "Oh, are they here?" I go, "I don't know, but I got a pilot. I really need them to read that." Never came out. No one gives a shit. But she also asked me a lot of questions about my previous marriage, and I was trying to keep things lighthearted.
Yeah.
I think I did a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just saying it how it is.
Because she goes, then she goes, I'm only saying it because it never came out, and it's funny to me. She goes, the interviewer, she goes, "Oh yeah, you guys are both from Boston." I go, "Yeah, like Matt and Ben."
It like fully brought it all the way back around.
Dude, it was like I was like, you know what? Handled that like a fucking pimp. Nora's been saying pimp all day. That's not my fault. That's not my fault.
Well, because I'm watching Shrinking and she calls him pimp.
She does?
The daughter calls Harrison Ford pimp.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Shout out Lisa Gilroy. But we did Shaq, and sorry, little all over the place. We saw our Super Bowl pals, and we were shooting the shit, and we were talking, and she was like, "Are you going to the game?" And I was like, "No, but I am telling everybody that I would love to if they want to get rid of their tickets. I know sometimes people just like hand them off. That's what happened to me last year. We got really, really lucky, me and Nora." And she was like, "All right, well, I'll keep my ears out." And that was that. The next day, we went to Doritos, and we went and did the job I came to do. It was sick. Honestly, I had a blast. It was just I was wearing heels, little booty heels. And by the end of it, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna pass out. There's something. Is that the light?" It was crazy. There was one. I'm trying to think of the standout things that happened at the Doritos thing. Everybody who worked there was like a rock star, and they were so awesome, and I would love to work with them again. So just putting it out there. Love Doritos. But I'm trying to think of like any standouts. Oh, they had Don Tolliver. Don Tolliver performed. That was sick. And Cardi B made an appearance. She just she walked in with 30, maybe 40 people.
She had a posse.
She had a fucking squad.
Yeah.
Talk about a pimp.
It was so funny because you could tell she came in because everybody's phone went in the air.
Oh my god, everyone's phones went up and they just stayed there. But she somebody was going around saying that she got paid $20K to just go take a picture in front of the step and repeat, and then she literally just walked out. And it was kind of crazy because like her security was like pushing everyone to get the hell the fuck away. But Cardi B kind of ran the Super Bowl and broke up with our boy. So
As soon, like the day of the Super Bowl broke up.
Yeah, I mean, like
Day of.
that's pretty crazy. Is
That's
that why we lost?
Awesome.
I mean, I
don't.
be careful with me. She say, be careful with me.
She deflated the balls.
No, we did.
She deflated
Apparently.
his balls.
Hey, Nora, you badass bitch.
The fuck was that?
Which reminds me, with that knee slapper you just had after Doritos, we got invited to go see Chappelle
How did that just correlate to that?
because
Deflated
you made a joke
Oh, jokes. Okay.
and it was a knee slapper and that's Chappelle's thing. Just let me navigate how my brain thought goes. All right, come on, man. So we went and we did Doritos, came back, freshened up, went right to Chappelle. Now shout out my boy Syph. Cypher Sounds. He hooked it the fuck up. We saw Chappelle the day before, just walking around the street. They were like filming something, and I reached out to him. I was like, "Are you doing shows here with Chappelle?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yo, dude, that's pretty sick." And he was like, "Do you want to go?" And I was like, "Yeah, I would fucking love to go, actually." Me and Nora would eat that up. And not only did he get us tickets because they were sold out, he even put us on the list. And we had to go pick him up at Fancy Will Call. It was like this like private area where like only celebrities go. And you get to like skip the line. You go in, like they escort you in. Not only did we have tickets, we had floor seats and backstage passes. Coolest thing of all time. The coolest thing of my whole life. I mean, that was literally so sick. At one point, Syph on stage, because he DJs, he does stand up, and like he MCs the night. Chappelle doesn't just do a show, he puts on a show. And like I've heard that from everyone, and I couldn't believe how many people he brought up. I mean, like, he's Chappelle. Like, he can pull anybody he wants out of his ass, and they're right there the next day. You know what I mean? So Nora just pulled up all the people that were there. Run it.
DJ Trauma, Cypher Sounds, Sway Calloway, Marshall Brandon, P-Lo, Wale, Too Short, E40, T.I., Donnell Rawlings, Bill Burr, and then Chappelle.
Dude, it was crazy. It was literally out of control. I mean, he brought out like a bunch of rappers from like the 90s that are from the Bay Area. I love that song now. Bay Area. It was like people, and again, this is the thing I said you can't say to people directly, and I won't say it to anyone, but except for you guys, is my mom would have loved this. Like, seriously, it was all like the people like she grew up listening to. And then on top of that, to have Donnell and Bill and then Chappelle. And before Chappelle even walked out, it was like dark, and there was like a little bit of light. And then all of a sudden on the Jumbotron was dun dun, the Netflix sound. It was a Netflix taping. We had no idea. It was, oh dude, when I heard that, I was like so fired up. I felt like I was like a part of something I've never been a part of before. It was like really cool.
It was full body chills, and then it was the intro of I've never seen a special taping ever.
Me either.
So it was literally a special intro right before he walked on stage, and like it was him walking through the Bay Area. I literally got Bay Area. Literally got full body chills.
Dude, it was literally so sick. I literally so cool. I'm like tapping Nora like a little kid. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. He's coming out. It was so sick. Dude, I mean, and it was absolutely hilarious. I mean, Chappelle is a fucking legend. It was really just to sound like a big ass nerd right now. When I saw him do in real life, when he hit the microphone to his thigh like he does every time for his whole life, because that's his signature move. When I saw that in real time, I was like, dude, we are witnessing greatness here. And I will say, I made a TikTok about this, and I didn't post it yet because I don't know how I feel. But there's a part of me that hates this so much, especially as a comic. I'm sitting on the floor seat, so I might be in the back of the taping. And within like the first 10 minutes, I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, if I'm caught laughing at something that is a little too far of a joke, then I'm going to be in trouble. Get that fucking mindset out of your ass, Jay. Like I don't know like why I run around thinking like I'm so worried all the time. I tell jokes for a living, nothing like Chappelle, but like why the fuck would you be canceled for laughing at a legend? You know what I mean? Like, that's the silliest thought I've ever had in my life. But I caught myself, like, every time. Like, there was a couple where I would, instead of, I was trying to hide my laugh by, like, drinking a little beer. I would be like, oh, and just drink a little beer. But who thinks like that? I gotta stop. I gotta retrain my brain. Like, I was talking to Whitney recently. She went and she did, The Daily Show, and then she came right to my house after, and like we watched The Daily Show, and I had all these questions for her, and I told her, I go, yeah, I don't know, I always think like 3 steps ahead when I'm saying something like on camera or on stage because I'm so worried about a backlash. In conversation, I think I'm actually genuinely a lot funnier because I'm not holding back or thinking 3 steps ahead. Now, how the fuck did I turn seeing Chappelle into my own comedy? I don't like that pivot. I don't like that comparison. I don't like what I just did there at all. But I'm just telling you, this is like my mindset. This is where my head was at. And then I shook myself out of that and just absolutely enjoyed the show. I'm not going to say anything about it. They lock your phones up. And it was hilarious. And it was like, it almost felt like your dad on a good night. Like, your dad on a good night giving actual good advice. But, like, I don't know. Dads aren't always saying the right things. It's your mother who says the right things, I feel like, for the most part. I mean, yeah, maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. And then, after the show, we had the backstage passes. Now, everyone had a wristband. They put us into 2 different lines. Some people should have just been able to go back. There was a lot of famous people there. It was pretty crazy. Like, one guy... like all of his buddies were on stage at one point going, you should be up here. And he's like, I'm chilling. Now, we were there. I was a nervous wreck. Like, I didn't know. I kind of go, when I'm in a room like that, I kind of go by the rule of speak when spoken to, which is not a rule I abide to in any other situation. But when it comes to that, it kind of is like a speak when spoken to kind of thing. The only time we were spoken to was these guys came over and they go, do you trust vegans? And I said, I feel like you don't, so I'm going to go with no. And he said, wrong answer, I'm a vegan. I said, let's just go home, Nora. And yeah, I mean, we didn't really crush the green room hang because everyone, like my friend who invited us was in the other one, and there was no way for me to like text him because our phones were locked up until it was time to leave. So we just had a couple beers, ate a couple cheese and crackers, and settled the vegan debate, and we headed on out of there. The next day, we had flights. This is how I saw things, right? But going into the Super Bowl weekend, I'm like, we're gonna go in, we're gonna party it up, we're gonna do the job we came here to do, and then we're gonna get right out on Sunday, make it back to New York to watch the game with our buddies at a bar. I woke up that morning and I said, I got a funny feeling. I got a silly, funny feeling right now. I feel like I should delay this flight. I feel like I should do a same day change. So I woke Nora up. I go, I think I'm going to stay a little longer, get a little sleep in, watch the game on the plane. We slept in. We gather our things, we pack up, we've literally got our bags and we're walking out the door. I have an Uber called to go to the airport. I get a DM from Chloe, our Super Bowl friends. And Chloe hits me up and says, I remember you saying you wanted to go to the Super Bowl. You still want to do that? I go, cancel the Uber. Pull up the laptops. We got to change our flights. I didn't even know I didn't know what she was going to say, but I was like, it's that tickle I had in both my brain and my tummy. And I was like, something beautiful is about to happen. I really feel it in my bones. And immediately we changed our flights to the next day. Nora changed hers to Tuesday, but we'll get there. And we just kind of, I just kind of like patiently waited for her response. And she goes, I got 2 free tickets if you want to go, you and your sister. I was like, abso-fucking-lutely. I don't even know how to thank you. She goes, dude, you were so smart going around telling people that you want to go to the game because it ended up really working out for you. I go, yeah, I guess I'm a loser mooch, but that was like the coolest thing anyone's ever done. It's like Adam Devine and Chloe Bridges gave us their tickets to the Super Bowl. Are you kidding me? I was losing my mind. I was trying to play it cool, but if you see the text, I'm screaming. I'm like, dude, you won't believe that. Dude, I literally can't believe this. Me and my sister are running around the hotel room right now, freaking the fuck out. And she goes, yeah, dude, I'm glad they went to someone who really wants them. I was like, yeah, you best believe we wanted these bad boys. This is I literally felt like we won the lottery. We did. We technically did.
I felt like a Make-A-Wish. Like, that was Make-A-Wish.
Truly make a wish. And wish, we got our wish. And from the time she hit me up, it was 2 hours till kickoff.
Yeah.
And the game was 50-minute drive. Maybe let's just call it an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And we literally had, let's call it 15 minutes to get ready. 15 minutes to change our flights, get ready, and get in an Uber and head to the goddamn Super Bowl. And that we did. We made it there just in time for the kickoff. We had to get on little bicycle thing to get us there faster. And I was like, how much is it? Actually, you know what? Doesn't matter. Let's go. And because when you get to when we got there, the Ubers drop you off like a mile away, maybe a mile and a half. And so I hopped on one of those bad boys, me and Nora. And when we were on the little bicycle, what do they call it? Pedicab. When we're on the back of the pedicab, I'm going, let's go, Pats! Let's go, Pats! The guy driving the pedicab thought I was saying, let's go fast! And so he was like, I'm going as fast as I can.
He goes, I'm trying.
He goes, I'm trying. I'm giving it my all. I go, no, let's go, Pats! And he didn't get that. And if he ever saw this, I just want you to know, let's go, Pats, okay? And then, so we got there, as we're walking in through those pearly gates, Green Day comes on. We hear that just from a faint far, and we got right in our seats, right for Pooth.
Right for Pooth.
Right when we got in the booth and we heard Pooth. Like it was perfect timing. It was really awesome, and we had a blast.
Yeah.
I mean, did we lose? Yeah. I mean, but was I watching all season? No. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I wasn't.
Also, like, I hate to say it.
What?
Everyone also said it, though, that it was like one of the most boring football games of the season.
It was a mess. I heard
it was a shit show.
I mean, it was just cool that we got to the Super Bowl again so fast.
It was literally
with a whole brand new team and a coach, and I love that coach more than anything in the world. That guy, Mike, he rocks.
Mike Vrabel, awesome. Oh my god, him and his buddy, fucking Matt Light from the Patriots. They played at the same time. Matt Light is literally one of the funniest guys on the planet.
Dude,
he's awesome.
I saw him on Edelman's pod.
Yeah,
and he was talking about Randy Moss thought he was the coach.
Oh really?
Yeah, dude. they were on the same team, and the whole time, dude, it's really funny. I'm just gonna repeat the whole clip, but he goes, yeah, Randy Moss. He gave me a nickname. I was so stoked. I was like a rookie, and Randy Moss gave me a nickname, and I'm going home telling all my boys, yeah, Moss loves me, man. He gave me a nickname. He calls me Coach. And then I don't know what it was, but it was like a team meeting, and all the rookies had to go in front of everyone and like kind of introduce themselves. And then after, Randy Moss goes, you motherfucker. I thought you were the coach. You have a fucking gray hair, you dumbass.
That's awesome.
And so he thought he was just giving him a cool nickname.
That's so funny.
He actually thought he was one of the coaches.
That's so awesome.
It was really funny.
Randy Moss is from West Virginia.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I love it there. I'm sorry, Nora.
I'm gonna go mute again.
West by God.
West by God.
Now, what? So Super Bowl was fucking sick. As soon as we got there and we got in our seats, we were like, all right, time to get a Bud Light. Went to the Bud Light stand. All the Bud Lights were gone. I'm like, the game just started, dude. And it was
empty.
Like $30 a beer. It was, I mean, that's the other thing about the Super Bowl. It's not, I wish there was more diehards. Like we were up there in the nosy nose. Like we were bleeding.
Yeah.
But that was, I was pumped to be up. I was pumped to be there in general, but I was even more pumped to be up there because those are like the real fans, I thought. Well, a lot more Seahawk fans than anything.
We were closer.
It was a sea of Hawks. It really was.
We were on the West Coast.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I thought more Pats fans would like take the fun trip to California. Like, I'm picturing like Dad and his friends going, California, that's like going on a resort. That's gonna be beautiful.
But at the same time, it's like people from New England aren't doing the whole Super Bowl thing. Like it's not like logical.
Yeah, no, it's like impossible. Like it's like impossible. I know. But so that's what I was trying to say. It was mostly Seahawk fans, and it was mostly guys in fucking college shirts. Like it wasn't. I wish there was more diehards. They should do more giveaways or something. Like the Super Bowl should really be for the fans.
Yeah,
it's like a who's who. At that part, like stinks. You have your hand in the air.
Because when I got there, I was in the lobby at the first hotel that we were at, and every single super fan was in the lobby dressed. Each NFL team had one fan and like a +1 that they got to bring. Everyone was decked out head to toe, the most glitter I've ever seen on a man, on a woman. It was awesome.
So yeah, I guess like the NFL did like a true diehard fan like giveaway.
And they do it every year.
But they did it for every team. Now here's my thing. One, you didn't take any pictures. And
I did. I sent one.
Yeah, it was shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, she's telling me, dude, you won't believe these people are all dressed up. It's like a whole convention of all these diehard fans. No pictures. Also, why the fuck wouldn't you do, if you're going to pick like 100 people, right? Why wouldn't you do 50 Pats fans and 50 Seahawk fans? At least that's like 50-50 diehards.
Because it's NFL and it highlights every single team.
Oh, yeah. So glad everyone's represented. It's the Super Bowl. Let the fans go.
They all knew each other. It was awesome. They do it every year.
Yeah, and that's sick, but you don't have any pictures, and it was just this one. It's like you talking about a dream. It's like I can't visualize it, so I can't care. You know what I mean? You're describing the way they're looking. I'm like, I want to know what they look like. Yeah, I got this one picture. It looks like it was taken on a stone, but not even a calculator. It's like you picked up a stone and you're like, forever. It looks like tribal drawings. Yeah, the way this picture came out pissed me off. I wanted to see these guys, and then I go, well, are they still there? No, they're gone. I'm like, all right, fine.
What was I supposed to do? Say, guys, wait.
Hold. Hey, guys, hold.
Everyone hold for a photo.
Hey, hold for G. Like, hey, how about you guys all get in there?
Hey, guys, my sister's going to be here in 2 hours. Let's fucking...
I don't know. I just wanted a better picture. I just wanted to see what you were talking about.
All right, well, look it up.
I don't want to. Super Bowl. So we're at the Super Bowl. Now, I'm not gonna lie, we were up so high I couldn't fucking see. I couldn't see the ball. I couldn't see the ball. So I did the thing that I always wanted to do, but my friends never want to do. It's like at any stadium there's always like the Bud Light corner where you can just stand and watch the game if you have can't see seats. And I was like, that's the perfect idea for today. So we kind of just like stayed there and watched the game a little bit. I was trying to find morale. I was trying to find like my Pats boys, my New England boys, my New England girls and guys, theys and thems. I couldn't find them. They were nowhere to be found. It was Seahawks, and it was like nerdy pricks, and they were all really pissing me off because we were like losing the whole game. And so I just, we tried to keep a positive attitude. We were slugging down beers. We were having fun.
Yeah. Also, Seahawk fans were rubbing it in the face.
Yeah, but they're all just such fucking nerds. Like they're all like goofed up nerds about it. They're like, oh! I'm like, that's the fucking Eagle thing, you fucking dipshits.
Yeah.
Like, shut up. You're a bird. Your mascot's a bird, you bird brain. Oh, fucking pissing me off. Dude, I was getting Boston classically mad. Like, I was like, oh my God. Fucking so, oh dude, I was like, so mad. Shout out. But I don't know. I was getting mad anytime I talked to somebody, so I just chose not to do that anymore. Like by the third quarter, I was like, yeah, I'm done talking to anybody. This isn't really working in my favor. One guy like did do like in your face. I was like, yo, dude, chill, man. But the halftime show, super sick. We had our buddies Adam, Amanda, and Norm. They were all there. Adam Ray, his wife, and our buddy Norm. And Norm told us to come down to their seats for the halftime show, and we, by the grace of God, got past the lady. You just have to act like you've been there.
Yeah,
you have to act like you've been there. We had a screenshot of one ticket, and that was the best we were gonna do. I told Nora to act like her phone was dead.
Did we even have to show it? No.
We
awesome.
just went straight because she was dealing with somebody else. Thank God. But we like kind of we squished into their seats, watched Benito's halftime. Absolutely awesome, incredible. Even like after the like being there was one thing, but then even after the show and watching it back like on the TV, and like seeing all the symbolism and everything, it was awesome. I mean, it was probably one of my favorites of all time. It's like Lady Gaga and then Benito and then
a real wedding, a real engagement.
Yeah.
The woman that owns the last Puerto Rican bar or social club in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Or the United States.
Yeah. It was all awesome. Like, I mean, I loved every part of it. It was so cool. The whole time we're there, we're watching it and we're like, what's the deal with the Bushes?
Yeah.
Like, what's up with the Bush people? They got Bush on Main.
Bush on Main, and for why?
They're doing Bush on Main. It's sick for them.
It basically gave everyone a front row seat. He was basically just giving his fans like awesome seats to his show.
It was like really like, I mean, that was sick, and they got paid to be there, which is a cool part.
I didn't know they were supposed to be sugarcane.
Ricky Martin. Oh my God.
It was awesome.
It's got it going on. Like Lady Gaga. If the world was I mean, she's incredible too. And like, it's funny to know that they had that little secret because like, remember like that there was like a meme from the Grammys of Lady Gaga popping up to Benito and he's like, Jesus. But they were whispering to each other because they're like, we got something fun coming up. Pretty cool. That was that. Then I went and I did the thing that I absolutely hate what people do, but I had to get a flight out that night. And so I booked a flight for that night because I had to work on Monday morning. And at the end of the third quarter, I was like, I gotta go. I'm going to miss this flight. So reluctantly, me and a bunch of loser fans, like, see, if I didn't have to get on a flight, I would have stayed to the very end. I hate when people leave something early for anything, a concert, a game, because you're losing. I hate that. Just stick to the very end. But I had to go. I had to get on a flight. So I hopped. I went outside, hopped on another I didn't tell you. Did I tell you this?
You got on a pedicab?
I hopped on another pedicab with a group of people. They were like,
multiple people?
Yeah, it was like 3 other people and me. I was because I got on the pedicab and he's like, you're gonna have to pay for 4 people, and I was like, I'm sure I could find 3. And so I'm just sitting on the back of the pedicab by myself going, anyone want to split this with me? And so I hopped on like 3 other people, and I was like, oh, you got like, who was your team? I think I know, because you guys seem so happy. And they're like, oh, we don't have a dog in this fight. Like we're from LA. I was like, they're like, why? You a Pats fan? I was like, can you see my jersey? Can you see my jersey? The Uber setup was such a shit show that even though I left the game early, Nora stayed to the very end. She ended up fucking overlapping me and finding me. I was sitting talking to this guy and his son, trying to charge my phone at the charging dock, was never charging, and I was waiting for an Uber. I waited for an Uber for like an hour and a half. Like maybe 2. Like I don't know.
When I was leaving, I was tracking your location, and I walked to where you were, and I was like, her location hasn't changed. Either her phone died, and she's not gonna get on her flight, or she's still there. And then when I getting closer and closer, it said live, and I was like, oh, she's still here.
Yeah.
So I showed up right to her.
Yeah, Nora caught up with me, and they were just keeping people there like sardines. You couldn't leave the Uber area, unless you showed that the Uber was in the parking spot. And so that took forever. But then I ended up making that flight flying colors, like so easy. Got right in. For whatever reason, when I was going through TSA, there was a bunch of people that worked for Apple, and they had, I don't know, maybe like 200, 300 iPhones that they were each individually checking. They didn't check them.
Why'd they
put them through TSA, and they had spreadsheets up on the computers, kneeling at TSA, like going 1, 2. Counting them all. It was the weirdest thing. It was really weird.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it was really strange. And then I sat down. I had a beer, had some fish and chips.
What?
Yeah, and I tried talking to this other, weirdly enough, another father-son duo, and I was trying talking to them. And the kid was glued to his phone. The dad was a fucking nerd, worked for like State Street or some shit. Aww. And I was like, because I was like, oh, you guys Pats fans? Were you just at the game? And they're like, the dad's like, yes, absolutely, it was a wonderful time. Hey, son. And the dad's like, hey, son, look, that's that man that I told you about. He works for NBC. And I was like, all right, no, this guy's a fucking nerd who's like a clout nerd and whatever. I'm trying to talk to him, and I was like, whatever. And I gave it like a couple more minutes. I was like talking to the dad, and I was like, you're not gonna make him go to school tomorrow, though, right? And the kid was like, yeah, Dad, I don't want to go to school. And I was like, yeah, come on, don't make him go to school. And then the kid said something like, something so outrageous, like, who's Gronk? I was like, that kid's going to school, by the way. Like, we were done talking.
Dude.
And I heard him go, wait, who's Gronk? And I was like, he has to go to school. I won't put up with this at all. I want to make sure you get him in there, not Toddy.
Also, going to the airport with a buzz on, it must be the best experience
Oh
ever.
my
Actually,
God.
it is the best experience ever.
Dude, I don't drink at the airport anymore because usually when I'm there, I'm like there for work. Like I used to go pound for pound. And I most of the time I am hungover, but I refuse to drink at the airport anymore because I have to go do a show, and being drunk at the airport is fucking electric. It is so awesome. Also, Nora took one for the team because since I had to leave the Super Bowl early, I couldn't go back and go get my bags. There wasn't enough time. That was the original plan. I was gonna go get my bags. An hour away in San Francisco, and then go to the airport.
You would have had to leave like 2.5 hours.
I wouldn't
early.
have been
There
able
was
to
no
even go.
way.
Yeah, and so Nora took one for the team, so she had all the bags. So I walked into the airport, fucking shirt on my back, fucking the halftime Super Bowl glow up thing that they gave you for Benito, and a wallet.
Wait,
like I was a dude.
Wait, for TSA, did you have to just take off your necklace?
Yes.
That's it? You had to take off the glowing light from the stadium, and that's it.
Literally, the only thing I had was the necklace. I put the lanyard into the TSA bin and sent it on its way.
Were they laughing at all?
No, I mean,
so
no one was
funny.
around. Like it was pretty dead.
Dude, taking off the lanyard that they give you at the stadium, first of all, you didn't even go with that.
No.
Taking that off and it's still glowing. It was probably still glowing to to the
I
celebration.
ended up leaving it on the plane, and I was so bummed out.
Dumbass.
I know.
You were the only one with one.
I was broke my heart. But yeah, I just took the lanyard off and put it right in. I didn't even have a charger. I had to buy a charger when I got there. I ended up running into Caleb. You know, East Coast summer dancing. That's my buddy, and I ended up running into them. They were at the airport for about 6 hours. He woke up too late. He got invited to go to the Super Bowl, but he checked his phone too late.
No,
and he missed out on that.
He's from New England.
I know. Balling like I play for New England.
Aye.
And then I got on the flight. I got to New York. I didn't have a fucking coat. It was like negative degrees, and I had to go do the thing for work. I did a couple things for work. I slept for about 2 days solid, and then I went to Salt Lake City. And Salt Lake City, thank you guys so much for selling that baby out. That was awesome. I had a blast. Lots went down at Salt Lake City. I'm going to try to make this short. We've been running a little long. But, there was an earthquake. It was an earthquake. I was writing jokes about Mormons, and then all of a sudden there's a fucking earthquake. And I was like, God has struck in me. Sure, LDS wins again. Fucking assholes. I at one point, I go, one point I'm on stage, I go, what do you guys call yourselves? Fucking left, right, center? You didn't even laugh. Why is that not funny?
Because I was trying to focus on. Have you ever heard? Wait, I can't think of what it was. Where
you are. What are you saying?
You said no. Stop.
Sorry.
You just said. Dude, that's what you keep doing that. Because I can't process the earthquake. Stroke you dead.
Excuse me, what?
Strike me dead. The earthquake told you to stop writing the jokes.
Yes.
Where is the thing that it's?
Strike me dead.
What is
That's
that
Molly
from?
Carney's joke. Dude, seriously, that's what that took so long to get there. It's a hilarious joke. If you ever have the pleasure of seeing Molly Carney, go see them. They're awesome. But
I couldn't figure out what that was.
Jesus,
from. Sorry,
Nora.
I meant to do that in my own head.
You had to press a button just to say that. Oh shit. Oh, at one point, I when I landed, I took myself out to dinner, and I was writing in my journal, and I'll do that sometimes. I'll go out to eat by myself, bring my journal, write in my journal, and what I didn't realize was the whole time I was eating there, I had exploded pen on my finger, and I must have touched the very tip of my lip at the very top, and I mean, some could say Charlie Chaplin. Some may say something else, but it looked like a look it looked like that was the look I was going for, and it looked like if that was the look I was going for, then what I was writing in my journal must have been like Mein Kampf too. I don't know what the, like it's like, oh, look at this German bitch, right? Fucking what the hell's going on over there? It wasn't. I didn't see it till I went to the bathroom, and that's what you get for trying to take yourself out for Valentine's Day. And also it was dinner and a show, because then I went and I saw The Moment. Now you guys, Charlie XCX in my personal opinion can do absolutely fucking nothing wrong. She fucking rocks. I loved this movie. It was so stressful. It felt like uncut gems, and I feel like a lot of people aren't gonna like it in the sense of like it was like people will probably think it's like unrealistic or like too anxious or exaggerated. I think it was absolutely on par. I think it was exactly what. Why are you laughing?
On par.
Jesus Christ.
It's on par.
Pardon me, I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna put a Glock to your dome.
It's
Jesus.
on par.
Dude, just mute yourself again. Jesus Christ. Don't you hate it when you're recording a pod and your little sisters saying some weird shit and making fun of you? You making fun of me? Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, but I saw The Moment. I was sitting by it was just me and this other couple. And I'm sitting in the back. I'm fucking ripping vape. Oh, when I first got there, I go, "You guys sell beer?" And they're like, "No, of course not." I'm like, "Why is that?" And of course not. Like, something about Salt Lake City and Utah in general. I mean, being never did I ever think I'd be in Utah 2 times in 1 week. That was pretty fucking nuts. I don't know if I said that, but what I recorded was also in Utah. And so I went from New York to Utah to San Francisco to New York, back to Utah, back to New York, back to you, Bob. Now, I love The Moment. It was awesome. I highly suggest go check it out. It really made me want to party. It made me want to party really bad. And luckily I was able to have a couple of friends this weekend. My girl Jory, who did my hair and makeup this weekend, who I had met previously on the previous week on set. Her and her cousin Caitlin, we rocked it out. We had a goddamn blast. They came to my shows, and then we ripped a couple bars after. But that was the thing I was saying. The fucking Utah and your fucking drinking laws. They've got this device that looks like you're about to get a pap smear that they put on top of the fucking alcohol bottle to pour out an ounce. I will fucking slit your throat. The pours they're doing. Even at dinner, the amount of alcohol that they gave me, the amount of wine they put in my wine glass was the same sip I took in 2nd grade from my first communion. Like, fuck off with that shit. I can't. Oh, dude, you will drive me. I wouldn't last a fucking day in that state. Whatever happened to church and state?
Huh?
What?
It's funny.
Thank you. But I was on emotion, dude.
I laughed. You didn't have to notice it.
You just turned your mic on and went, huh? Dude, you're killing me, man. I'm fucking finally a solo episode where I'm cognitive and you just keep going. I appreciate the laugh and it's huge for me, but god damn it, Nora. God damn it. When I get going, and fuck Utah. But you guys were awesome. I had a great time. Actually met a lot of really cool, nice people, but those cool, nice people were like, yeah, but we don't claim this place. Church and state. It's like the church married the state and had a fucking weird baby, and it's called LDS. Fucking Mormon. You're not allowed to say Mormon anymore. Believe whatever you want to believe. I don't know. Just do your shit, but that's my thing. Do your shit, but leave everyone else out of it. You guys can't. You can't help yourselves. You fucking banging our doors down saying gays are weird. I will kill you. I won't kill you. This is all hearsay. I spent my Valentine's Day, because I had a show at night. I spent my Valentine's Day editing a fake scenario where I almost have a foursome. Oh, let's put the pictures in here. Yeah. The minute I watched that back, I was like, oh, you're a crazy person. There's a reason you don't have a Valentine this year, babes. Or any year prior. 27 years. You fucking believe this shit? Also, I met Brian Reagan. He's a comic. He was doing the arena across the street. And then he came over and had a couple beers at the comedy club I was performing at. Wise Guys. Shout out Wise Guys. And he came over and he's talking to everyone, introducing himself. And I go, hi, how are you? And once he's done introducing himself at the table I was at, I go, little Stella action. I love to see it. He goes, what? I go, little Stella action. I love to see it. He goes, I literally can't hear you. I have a hearing aid. I was like, it was actually something I didn't even know why I said it, and I wish I didn't say it, but now I've repeated it twice, and I don't know if I want to repeat it a third time. I just said, you got Stella going on, and I love that. And he was cracking up. He was like, geez, all right, okay, nice to meet you. And that was about it for us in our conversation. Yeah. I don't know. It was, I had a blast. I'm trying to think of all the things that have happened, the things I've done, the love we shared. Yeah, sold out shows. That was nice. Felt good. Needed that. Trying to be optimistic about ticket sales. But, when I post my tickets, right? When I post my tickets on my story, Instagram is cutting my view in half. Drastically. It's out of control. So, if you listen to the pod, I'd like to let you know that I might be near you at a city near you. How do I word that? I'll be near, come see me do a joke or two. I'm on tour right now. I think that's how comics usually set it up. I'm on tour right now. You can come see me. I'm going to be in Edmonton, California. Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. February 26th to 28th. I'm going to be in Eugene, Oregon, March 5th to the 7th. Wish it was around football season, though. Baltimore, Maryland, March 19th to the 21st. This is my second time doing the Port. It's a great time. I love it there. Those guys rock. Very excited for that. Then we got Viva Las Vegas, Nevada, March 27th to the 28th. Also a Wise Guys spot. Wise guy. Then I'm doing the Nashville Comedy Festival. I'm going to be at Zany's, whom I love and adore. April 17th to the 18th. Huntsville, Alabama, April 19th for one night and one night only. Going right from Nashville, Tennessee. I think we're going to road trip.
Really?
I think we're gonna hop in a car. Well,
fun.
Let's see. Nora's license might be suspended. We're trying to figure that out with Emma. I paid the ticket. Fucking woo!
Sorry.
We got pulled over on the way to a wedding in the summertime. Our mom tells us right now that we've got a ticket due. I go, how much? Too much. They suspended Nora's license, but now that the ticket's paid, hopefully we'll be doing a road trip. And then I'm gonna be in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, April 23rd to the 25th, and then Louisville, Kentucky, Kentucky, April 30th to May 2nd, and ending it right in Tulsa, Oklahoma, May 15th to the 16th. So if you want to come on down. I think we're going to add a couple more dates. If you don't hear your city, let me know. I got merch that I just ordered. It comes right when the tour ends. So I think I got to add some more stops because I finally have merch that I'm proud of. I've worked on it for about a year now. It's my tour merch. I love it. I worked really close with the people who made it, and I don't know. It's really cool when you have something you really love come to fruition. And I've been on tour for about a year now, and 6 months from now, it might be over for that tour specifically, and that's exactly when the tour merch comes with the name and everything. But yeah, let me know if you'd like to see me tell a joke or two in your city. I don't know. Mama's got a new groove. I was a little depressed. Nora was gonna lock me up again, but I'm back, baby, and I hope you are too. Enjoy your breakfast and enjoy your steak. If you can't have steak, have a meat pocket.
I thought you were gonna rhyme that. A meat pocket.
Steakums. I don't know. Have a good night, guys, and stay. It's a good night and afternoon. And if you're having a breakfast, good girl. I'll be Grace. Thank you. Signing off, and I'm gonna signing off and signing your checks. God bless you.